My name is Sai, and my capstone is on poker. Have you ever wondered if poker is a game of luck or skill? If you don't know the answer, or even how to play poker, I will teach you that today. Poker is a card game where everyone gets dealt 2 face-down hole cards. Then the dealer puts 5 community cards up, and everyone uses their 2 face-down hole cards and the community cards to make their best hand. The best hand wins the money in the pot. This is a chart that shows every hand from best to worst and the chances of you getting it. One interesting fact is that you have a 50% chance of getting one pair or higher on any hand. Okay, now let's talk about whether poker is a game of luck or skill. From my research and interviews, I think poker is clearly a game of skill. Now I'm going to prove that. I was lucky to interview poker pro Andy Frankenberger. He feels strongly it's a game of skill, especially the more you play. He says there's some luck in the short term, but it is definitely a game of skill in the long run. He's been playing poker for about 15 years. He has won 2 World Series of Poker bracelets and also the title of World Poker Tour Player of the Year. Andy Frankenberger talked about 2 types of players, math players and field players. Field players are the players that are good at reading other players and not getting read. Reading in poker is a way to find out what card someone else has. You may be thinking, how is it possible to find out what card someone else has? One way to find out is players have something called tells. Tells are things people do that give something away. For example, maybe someone's handshake when they have a good hand, or maybe someone bets faster when they're bluffing. Math players are the players that know all the percentages and know how much money you have to put in the pot. For example, pretend you have 4 cards and you need 1 more card to get a flush. You know you have an 18.75% chance of getting it. So you'd probably want to check or do a small bet. Professional dealer Kim Rankin has dealt some of the biggest games in New York City. She told me it is the same people that consistently win and also the same people that consistently lose. Look at this chart. Do you think it was luck that made these players win so many times? I watched the poker movie Rounders, and one of the most famous quotes from it was, "Why do you think the same 5 guys make it to the final table of the World Series of Poker every year? What, are they the luckiest guys in Las Vegas?" Even though this quote may not be true, look at Phil Hellmuth. He has won 15 bracelets. Do you think it's possible for anyone to get that lucky? Artificial intelligence is when computers teach themselves how to do something. AI programs have learned how to beat poker pros. One of the most famous AI programs is called Libertas. Libertas beat 4 poker pros in a no-limit Texas Hold'em 20-day competition. Do you think it won by luck? No. It has been programmed to know what to do in every situation. Overall, I think poker is clearly a game of skill, especially the more you play. Anyone can win a single hand, but a bad player will never win over millions. Take a look at my blog to see all of the work I've done on this project. I would wish you luck, but poker isn't a game of luck. Thanks for coming.